Say, alright, so first and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashami Oshai, Ba'asham Makakodash. We say the most apostles and elders agreements and well of teachers of apostles in the truth. And we say salutations to all the Akim, say pushing you with no truth and say it in and the out. Comes in the season, we say shalom. Once again, going into that video here, let's going upon this article, right? It says Brazil High Court rules homophobia punishable by prison. It says Brazil Supreme Court ruled Tuesday that homophobic slurs are not punishable by prison, in a decision applauded by rights activists in a country with rampant violence against the LGBT community. It said the 9-1 ruling puts homophobic hate speech on the same legal level as racist hate speech, which was already punishable by prison in Brazil. Now, I want to say something right here. If you notice, anything matter, this goes for anything that the scriptures tell you not to indulge in, not to be in, and so forth. No, all the things that the Lord tell you that is wrong, this place actually make it right. This society, this kingdom, they make it right. They make it seem like it's something good. The Lord tell you to stay away from it. They tell you come on to it. And when you speak out against it in this society, in this kingdom, it is basically being labeled as what? Hate speech. It is basically being labeled as hate, and now it being punishable by what? Being put to prison. You understand? You know what? I'm gonna bring a scripture here before I continue. It say this is Jeremiah chapter 28 verse 8. It say the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. So the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries, and it didn't say prophesy with them, it say prophesy against them, right? And against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. And this is what evil is. So obviously the prophets of the Lord, they would speak out against this. Now what if you notice what it is majority of these countries doing when people speak out against things right now, especially right now, when they speak out against things that they're doing, now they're making it punishable by going to prison. You can get charged. They're considering it what hate speech, you're considering it hate and so forth. Now the Lord tell you to hate things, we have to. Right? But in this society, they want to make you believe that and the thing about it is this, is that they know that it's wrong. Because again, Brazil is Jakes. You understand? Brazil is Israelites, right? But again, that go back to a video saying yesterday being Americanized. They become what? Americanized, right? And again, they wanted to be speaking out against these things, saying things against it, right? They're punishable by what? By prison. But just remember, you all are punishment to receive for these things that you're doing. You understand? For these things that you all are agreeing and indulging in, you have punishment to receive. So yeah. So what? It say the 9-1 ruling puts homophobic hate speech on the same legal level as racist hate speech, which was already punishable by prison in Brazil. You understand? Now all the things that we be saying, all the things that we be saying, the things that we be teaching and so forth, in this kingdom, it is considered what? Hate speech, because we're speaking against them. We're not agreeing with them. We're not following any things that they're doing. So we will be considered what? Enemy to them, and they would deem our speech what? They will deem our speech to be what? Hate speech. You understand? And all this, some of these things is even bringing in what? The famine and the word. Because now, how would someone speak against this stuff and these stuff? And especially the scriptures speak out against these things. But now they want to push here in prison. And again, the Lord warned us about this. How they will show us in prisons and so forth. These are the things that come in our way. But why? Because why? We're speaking out against the evil that they're doing, that they encourage it and so forth. Yeah, so you see, yes, which was already punishable by prison in Brazil, right? So yeah, so your punishment for speaking out against this, is prison. You understand? But just remember, your punishment for agreeing with this thing is death. Your punishment to the punishment you're going to receive is destruction. That's what the Lord say. He know them that sin against him, and he delivered them unto death and destruction. You understand? That is what coming your way. Because all Jake like is just wickedness, especially in these Latino, the Latinos. Today we call them Latino, nowadays Israelites, right? But these Latinos, they're heavily into these kind of things, right? Let me bring a scripture here. Let me go to the book of Second Peter. Second Peter chapter 2 verse 6. Second Peter chapter 2 verse 6. It say you know what? Let me start from verse 5. Second Peter chapter 2 verse 5, and say, and spared not the old world, but saved Noah the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. It say bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. It say and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. So Sodom and Gomorrah, and you see, I've brought up the scripture so many times, in recent videos. They say what it is written for example unto us, right? An example unto those that should live ungodly, right? That should live ungodly, and you see what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities round about. They undwellable even unto this day. You understand? And I tell you, it's an example unto those that after should live ungodly. And this here, what they want not to speak out against is something ungodly. You understand? And they have judgment to receive for that. If Sodom and Gomorrah was judgment to receive, so what feel going to happen to your country, to your state? What feel going to happen to this world? You feel you're going, that the scripture say this place is reserved unto fire. You understand? It reserved unto fire. Judgment is going to come your way, and soon as well. It say and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, and deliver just Lot, the just. And look at the word just, go back to following the laws of the Lord, righteousness. Is this righteousness? This here what they want to do, is this righteousness? It can never be. This is considered wickedness. But this is the level. This is the state of what the world in, especially your Jakes, especially your Israelites. This is the state. This is the things you're agreeing and indulging in. And then when stuff happen, that is when you all want to call upon the Lord. But just remember, the Lord see, it is them that sin against him, and he delivered them unto death and destruction. What is his sin according to the laws? And the laws speak out against these things. Right? The Lord speak out against these things. It say verse 8, it say, for that the righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing vexes righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. It say verse 9, it say, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. And that is the thing, you all reserve unto the day of judgment to be punished, and our destruction going to be great. That's why the Lord said the wicked going to be what is stubble for the fire. You're going to keep that fire burning. Just imagine that. Just imagine that. They're speaking out against this. It's considered a hate speech, and you're punishable by prison. Going to basically be thrown in prison. So, in other words, what is it telling you? The far gone away from the Bible, the far gone away from the Lord's words. You know what this might lead to our next video might do, which coming into the farming of the word. This is what you're going to expect soon to hit. Because all the things the Lord speak out against, all the things the scripture speak out against is what they're doing, and they don't want you to say anything about it. That is why they be removing videos, they flagging your posts, all these things. By that judgment to come to this place. It said, this is Jude chapter 1. This is Jude, the book of Jude. I'm going to jump to verse 7. It says, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. It's an example. An example is given unto you to what to learn from. But these people, what they're doing is they hear the example and they find that shouldn't have been, and they start to do the same thing. So they're going to be made an example. And this is it have nowhere no how you could be living in this place and be happy and like what is going on. You know, for all Vocab Malone, all these men want to come against the word, but why they don't do videos on these things? Speaking out against these evil. Hey, everything that this world is doing right now is against the Lord. You understand? And the brainwashing majority of the people, and that is what it is. If we don't know, majority of the people dwelling here, they go and follow wickedness. Right? They go and follow wickedness. Hey, this place really that's why death and destruction is waiting for this place, and it soon come, especially for you all Israelites. Okay, so with that we give all praises, honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kodash. We celebrate the apostles and elders, agreements and well teachers, our apostles in the truth, and we see salutations so they can pushing the word out so they in truth and say the and the other constantly sit on the season with Shalom.